YouTube, what's good? Let's talk about it, man. I might get a lot of hate for this, but I'm gonna just go ahead and say it. Bulking is ruining your physique. And I'm gonna tell you why. But let me add a disclaimer. There's nothing wrong with bulking if you're doing it the right way. But there's been many times with people that I know personally, and I've seen it all over the internet on social media. People bulk, but they don't even do it correctly. If you're gonna bulk and take that risk of gaining weight, at least do it the right way. But I often see people taking this route during the wintertime to gain an excuse to just overeat and indulge more often than not. Now, like I said, there's nothing wrong with bulking. If you know what you're doing, you're an athlete, you're in competition, you have to gain weight for those reasons. Respect to you. You know what you're doing. It's probably not your first rodeo. You know, you know what you're doing. But more often than not, man, it's so common for people to say, I'm bulking once it gets cold. And next thing you know, they're back to eating bullshit. They're back to indulging every single day or every other day because they know they're going to gain weight, which is fine. That's your goal, to gain weight, but you're gaining weight in all the wrong areas for all the wrong reasons. Like, you're gaining fat, you're not gaining muscle. Like, if you're going to bulk and you're gaining muscles, okay, cool. Like, you're doing it right. But most of y'all are not bulking the right way. You're overcomplicating it. And don't get me started on the dirty bulking. People be killing me with that, especially if they're not doing it right. Like, oh yeah, tonight I'm eating pizza. Tomorrow I'm eating hot wings, and the day after that I'm eating me a nice bacon cheeseburger with fries. I'm like, man, come on, man. You're not dirty bulking. Let's just say that you gave up and you're tired. You're tired of working for it. For the V taper, the rare physique. Just say you don't want it anymore. Because you know what's gonna happen if it hasn't happened already? You're gonna bulk or dirty bulk. It's gonna get warm outside. You're gonna be like, all right, summer's coming. You're gonna start working out. Next thing you know, man, it's gonna be harder. It's gonna be hard as hell for you to lose that weight. And then by that time, I'm sure you're already gonna notice the fat that you've gained over the last couple months. Unintentionally, by the way. The blubber on your stomach and your double chin, you didn't want that. You know you wanted the bulk, but you wasn't expecting a double chin. So, man, more often than not, people who bulk or dirty bulk are doing it incorrectly, and they're just using it as an excuse to indulge more, to get away from the grind. And you're not locked in once you reach that point, man. And yes, you should be ashamed of yourself when you're doing that to your body. Because it's like you've made this progress up until this point just to throw it all down the drain. Like, for what? Like I said, man, a lot of y'all overcomplicating it. If you're doing it the right way, kudos to you. But if you ask me, my opinion on bulking, that's it. And on top of that, just stay lean, man. Lean is law. When you stay lean and you eat clean throughout the week and consistently through the whole year, you're gonna stay lean. You're gonna have the V-taper, the pecs, the abs. You're gonna have all of that, man. You're gonna be lean throughout the year, regardless of the season, if it's hot or cold outside. Because at the end of the day, man, when you get in the bedroom with that lady and you take your shirt off, you're gonna be cut. You ain't gonna have to worry about in the wintertime when you're bulking and you a little bulkier and your gut sticking out a little more than usual. You link up with that chick, you ain't gonna be worried about what she got to say about how much weight you got going on, or how, if you too big. You gonna be ready. You're gonna be ready regardless. Wherever you at, you take your shirt off, chest, abs, shoulders popping, you good. You ready regardless of the time of the day and the place. Like, it's not hard, guys. Like, Eat clean throughout the week. Lock in the gym, man, and just be consistent. Consistency is key, and I've always preached to y'all that the diet, it all starts with your diet, man. And that goes back to being lean and bulking. If you're gonna bulk, man, you gotta do it the right way. But more often than not, people aren't bulking the right way. It's just an excuse to indulge. And to get away from all that, man, to keep it simple, just stay lean. Lean is law. I know y'all heard that, and I'm gonna start preaching that more often. Lean is law. So just start practicing that no matter the time of the year. And not only that, man, when you are lean, living that lifestyle, you don't have to spend as much money on food as you would if you were bulking. When you're lean, man, you can eat twice a day and fast once a week or twice. And you'll feel just as good and look even better with more money in your pocket. Who don't want to save money? Like, come on now. When you bulking and dirty bulking, you're spending way more food, if not twice as much money on food, on dessert, on sugar. You don't have to worry about all that when you live in the lean lifestyle. You eat less, you look better. And a lot of times, less is more. It's not too complicated. You're not overcomplicating things. You know what I'm saying? So man, lean is law. That's my advice to y'all. I would never steer y'all in the wrong direction and tell y'all something that didn't work for me. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. That's all I got for y'all today. I hope y'all can take something away from this video. And make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe to help push the video in the algorithm. Lean is law, man. Let's stay locked in. You gotta want it. And I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.